Elections in 2023 would be based on ethnicity, says Dan Ulasi. Hey guys, this is still DJMTV Daily News Update. Chief Dan Ulasi, the former chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Anambra State and the chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, has said that 2023 general election will be based on ethnicity. Chief Dan Ulasi made this statement in a video we're about to watch while speaking about the candidacy of Mr. Peter Obi. In his remark, he said, Peter Obi is one of the most qualified candidates and the finest among all other candidates. But a vote for Mr. Peter Obi is a victory for Tinubu. Ulasi Dan said he foresees the 2023 general election to be based on ethnicity, as the North and the South will vote massively for Atiku, while Southwest and the North will also vote for Tinubu. Chief Dan Ulasi also commended the youth for the support that they are giving to Mr. Peter Obi, but he said that the support Mr. Peter Obi is getting from Nigerian youth will not give him the required victory in 2023. Ulasi said he is worried because he has told Peter Obi that Nigeria is not ready for a change in 2023. He also said 14 northern governors of the APC is working very hard to make sure Tinubu wins, so therefore Peter stands no chance in 2023 general election. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
If I may have to start the discussion. You cannot change everything you face, but you cannot change anything without facing them. Every true leader must develop some form of strategic discipline, not self-indulgence. Because going from that premise, you see that some level of political ignorance, when it's accompanied by unyielding arrogance, that is where Nigeria is today. And Peter Obi, I don't know who said it, is my fiercest enemy. I never criticized him. I made a point, made an analysis of a point, because all of us attended a meeting, zonal PDP meeting at the government house in Enugu, and he was there as leader of PDP in Anambra State. Yeah. 2 weeks later, he called another meeting at Oka, at the Uche Kuni First Center, where he addressed us how do we prepare for upcoming elections, that we have lost the governorship, and so how do we prepare for what is coming up? Well, I said, you are the leader, tell us where we are going to from here. I think it was exactly 2 or 3 weeks after that, I saw him attend Atiku Abubakar's declaration. Not only did he attend, he took up the microphone to use about 4 adjectives describing Atiku Abubakar as a great unifier, a great this, a great that. I want when campaign starts, people were asking questions. If you said that Atiku Abubakar was all this, then what are you going to be? How do you then question his integrity, respect to what you're running? So when he therefore declared, without even common telephone call to people who have been very close to him, we felt he just, this is not, it wasn't running for local government chairmanship. You're talking of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and to all intents and purposes, even if you're going to be President of Nigeria of ethnic Igbo extraction, there has to be seen, some level of appreciation from your people where you're coming from. I don't see him just walking about with one family, the Obeze family. He's a very highly brilliant and talented person. If not just is he qualified, he's about the most qualified. He moves from Abga, promised Ojukwu. The concept of making him governor for 8 years was that Chief Ojukwu saw that Igbos had problem in this country. And he said, can we do what Yorubas did for a very long time under Awolowo? Let's put our place in one, piece, and use our 5 governors to develop our place. That was the mandate given to him. And he promised Ojukwu that he would do just that. No sooner did Ojukwu die, that he ran from Abga into PDP. Under 6 months, he managed to put himself as vice presidential candidate of PDP. And because of that singular act of not consulting his brother governors, they had only 3.something million votes. And that was why Atiku failed. And he came out again and started organizing. As the PDP national primary was approaching, he left again without consulting anybody into Labour Party. So after looking at me, I've been state chairman of 2 national parties in Anambra. I was chairman of NRC at the June 12th election, and chairman of PDP when Ngige was governor. With due humility, all we needed from him, not just me, thousands of people, all we needed to call people to a meeting. Gentlemen, this is why I am leaving. So we now run from ABGA to PDP, PDP to Labour. Who knows where again we're going tomorrow? That is not leadership. I said, if the South is voted massively for Peter Obi, and that vote is not translated into a national victory, it will be a vote for Tinubu. If the vote given to him in the Southeast is not translated into a national victory, then it will be an advantage for Tinubu. And somebody said, why? I said, because the Southeast is principally, more than 70%, a PDP area. So if PDP loses Southeast, Tinubu has nothing to lose. He has lost nothing. So if we voted for Peter Obi massively, and there are no indication that in the Southeast, Southwest and the North, that there will be appreciable votes coming to make him president of Nigeria, then it will be a wasted vote. One person cannot come out and start deciding how to be president of Nigeria. In the past 1 week, I've had serious discussions with 4 governors of the Southeast. And I'm trying to tell them, this is a prominent son of our land. How do we help him? 3 governors and 2 other governors who are not PDP, because he's becoming I told them, it is my initiative. Because at the function Peter Obi met me in Lagos, we held ourselves for more than 5, 6, 7 minutes. And he said, sir, I saw what you said. It's strategic, it's very important. I may have made mistakes, but that he was going to Europe. When he comes back, he will come to Enugu for us to sit down. Part of the problem now is that not just that Peter Obi is running for president, he has put in candidates in every other strategic position. People who had lost nominations or primaries in other parties have now run into Labour Party. It now concerns him personally, because governors are not just discussing whether they will help Peter Obi to win nomination. What happens to the other positions? Quit the various parties. The tripod of Nigeria is so evident in this election. But it does appear that the other 2 tribes are cleverer. Why? President Buhari is APC in serious alliance with the Southwest. Atiku is PDP in serious alliance with the East, where Peter Obi used an advantage to be vice presidential candidate. So now, Labour Party, who are you in alliance with? Forget the young men who are aggrieved, and righteously so, rightly so. They are ready to, because this government, I don't want to say that the government is in a mess, but the government has virtually collapsed in every aspect of management, of leadership, of governance. This election has to be ethnic. It's going to be. Of the Northerners will vote for Atiku. Write the date I said this. A lot of some other votes in the North will go to Tinubu. 14 Northern governors of APC are seriously working to make sure they deliver their candidate.
Right.
And if you take any governor for granted, you must be living in a fool's paradise.
Welcome back, guys. So here we have it. This is still DJMTV Daily News Update. We've seen Dan Ulasi, the former PDP chairman of Anambra State and the shifter on the People's Democratic Party, who has said that a vote for Peter Obi is a victory for Tinubu. He has also said that he has called the 5 Eastern governors together and asked them to call Peter Obi to ask him if the other parties in the Southeast give Peter Obi their vote, what will they get in return? He also said that Peter Obi broke the heart of Ojukwu by leaving APGA to the People's Democratic Party, and now he has gone into the Labour Party. And also the annoyance or the anger in the minds of some Southeasterners, including Dan Ulasi, is the fact that Peter Obi declared to be president without due consultation of his kinsmen. So guys, what are your thoughts and comments? A lot of persons are already queuing behind the candidacy of Mr. Peter Obi, but Dan Ulasi and some others in the Southeast believes that Tinubu will take the day if the Southeast should give Peter Obi their vote. What are your thoughts and comment, guys? Share them with us in the comment section below.
DJMTV. DJ ATV.
People and people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJ ATV.
DJ ATV. DJ ATV. DJ ATV. DJ ATV.
Some of the delegates and ask the question.
DJ ATV. DJ ATV. DJ ATV. DJ